Hey, hi, how are you? My name's Felt, and welcome back to some Magic the Gathering! Today, we are playing some Cheddar. We are playing a Chaotic Transformation deck. Now, you might be like, Felt, what do you mean some Cheddar? It's a really powerful combo deck that can often win, or control the pace of the game, essentially, as early as turn 5 or 6, depending on how the game's going. The game's baseline is all around the idea of playing Chaotic Transformation to transform tokens and other enchantments into more powerful things. For example, the token creature from Fable of the Mirror Breaker can be transformed into an Atraxa Grand Unifier. The treasure token can be transformed into a Portal to Phyrexia, and debatably, potentially, some of your enchantments can be turned into one with a multiverse, but it's mostly just in here as like a late game win con. Sometimes you get lucky and flip into it off Chaotic Transformation, but it's not that common. The bottom line is these 6 cards here are your very, very large win cons. One with Multiverse, Portal Phyrexia, and Atraxa are your big ways of winning the game. Getting them out on board will essentially game over 60% of the matchups you get into, that last 40% being any of the control decks that can either counter your transformation, remove your Atraxa quickly, or don't really play around creatures, so Portal Phyrexia doesn't get a ton of value. You do have other win cons through Invoke Justice and your Wedding Announcement to just kind of go wide, as well as Wandering Emperor to start making some tokens, and the Eternal Wanderer to help control the pace of the game a little bit. Solid removal and lay down arms, and Bitter Reunion as a way to enable haste, as well as dump stuff in the graveyard to replay it through Invoke Justice and Repair and Recharge. Very straightforward deck. The mana base is essentially any dual land that has white in it, or tri-land that has white in it, and then red mana. Those are the colors you want in this deck. That's really it. You want as many cards labeled planes as possible. That's why we have 7 planes, and then most of our dual and tri-lands include planes on them, because that way lay down arms hits as much as we want, typically on curve. Our dual lands are all the red dual lands, including a Sokuzan for creature tokens, in order to enable Chaotic Transformation. But we want to be able to have the red so that we can play Bitter Reunion, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Big Score, and Chaotic Transformation on curve as often as possible. This deck's really fun. This deck's really good. It actually jumped me up from like Plat 4 to like Plat 2 within a few hours of playing. It's really powerful. A lot of opponents will insta-scoop if you can basically flip out an Atraxa, a Portal to Phyrexia, and one with the multiverse on the same turn. And hell, honestly, even if you get out an Atraxa and just draw like 4 extra cards in hand, most opponents might insta-scoop to that. It's a really powerful deck. It's very feast and famine, though. You're either winning big or you're going home. There's like slight control efforts in this deck, and the Wandering Emperor, the Eternal Wanderer, and the Lay Down Arms, which kind of help you get to that mid-game where you can explosively pop off with a Chaotic Transformation. But other than that, the deck's pretty straightforward. You don't get your Chaotic Transformation, you lose. You don't play Atraxa, you lose. You don't get one with a Multiverse or Portal down, you probably lose. It's fairly slow into the more aggro decks, so be careful. Try and play around your Lay Down Arms and Fables effectively. But other than that, pretty solid deck. I enjoyed it a lot. Let's hop into the gameplay. Our opponent's going first. We have no planes, so we can't actually play Lay Down Arms. We have to mulligan, I think. If we draw a land, this is great, because we can play Fable on curve, right? If we have not drawn a land, this might go terribly, terribly wrong. If we drew a land, it's fine. We will play Fable on curve. Looks like our opponent's probably on mono-white control. It could be mono-white aggro. But this is leaning more towards control. Probably going to be a Restoration of the Ganjo. No, it's a Sunblade Samurai. Well, you lost me, opponent. This does hit Planeswalkers, by the way, Repair and Recharge, so we will probably dump our Eternal Wanderer in order to draw something better. Never mind, here comes the enchantment removal. No, creature removal, that's fine. Eternal Wanderer, Big Score, both of them can go. I don't know if I mentioned that in my opening. Leyline of Binding is really good in this, general matchup? Not matchup, sorry, generally good in this deck. What in tarnation is my opponent playing? I've never seen someone run 1 copy of Sunblade Samurai, let alone 2. That's just wild. Yeah, we'll go ahead into the exile here. We'll force a response out of them if they have one. Oh, that'll fly.
My judgment is final.
Brutal Cathar. That doesn't hit anything. I don't have enough mana to play Repair and Recharge here, unfortunately. I need to play like 1 thing a turn.
I have got new moves to teach you.
We'll get this out. I'm very confused as to what my opponent's playing. Removal Tribal? But in mono-white? There's the Aganja. That's probably what was holding it priority last turn. Another Brutal Cathar. I mean, if it hits the Reflection, that's kind of okay in my book. Another Annex Sentry. Alright, so we have a really easy play here. Really easy play here. You repair and recharge. Never mind. You invoke Justice, back the Eternal Wanderer. You -4, and they get to keep the thing that does the least damage. We get back our second Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and we are vibing! I guess that's... I've seen 2 Annex Sentries, 2 Brutal Cathars here. Holy cow. What?! They play Farewell? That's wild. I am unironically shocked. What on earth is my opponent playing? I've never seen this deck before. You have nothing in your graveyard, my friend. You have nothing in your graveyard. That doesn't work. Alright, well. We could Chaotic Transformation. I think I'm just going to kind of go wide with Samurai tokens.
Keep your eyes sharp.
We could Chaotic Transformation and get out of Traxa. I don't know if that's the play here, though. I think it might be. Okay, they're concerned about what's happening. I think we're going to go ahead and go for it. No artifacts. Target a creature, no enchantments. Target a Planeswalker to get a fresh one out. Slap Art Rafine's Tower to maybe get a better land out of it. Something that's slightly better. Say hi to Atraxa. Extra land is never bad. It also comes in untapped. Lay Down Arms is great. Fable, and I guess the headquarters. Make a token.
We must protect.
Try and force out more things out of them. Yeah, let's say there we go. Say I feel like they gotta be playing something else here, right? Adeline, that's cute. It would be a shame if we just laid down arms, huh? Alright, continue to go wide. I'm very confused at what my opponent's playing.
Guards,
it's very, very confusing. It's like mono-white control, but bad. And I don't mean that in like a rude way, but like the other mono-white control deck lists, like the ones that I play, I feel like generally do the job better. I think I can actually play one with the multiverse in this upcoming turn.
remember your training.
Which will allow us to just kind of start comboing off pretty hard, playing off the top of our library. Extraction Specialist, perchance? Recommission. Let's just get rid of that, shall we? I don't have to worry about that on my turn. I don't want to give them any more life either. Let's play one with the multiverse and just kind of start vibing. Oh, hi Atraxa. You're played for free. That's really nice, huh? Invoke Justice is great if she gets removed. Wedding Announcement, Portal Phyrexia, Big Score. More? I don't think we need any more plans. We'll grab the gain land, I guess. And there's the scoop. I don't mean that in a rude way, by the way, about my opponent's deck. It was just kind of confusing. It looked to be trying to play mono-white control, but then they kept playing cards that made me lean towards aggro. Like, the removal spells in creatures typically leans towards aggro, but then they're playing with Sunblade Samurai and Extraction Specialist too? I don't know. Either way, as you can see, Value Engine, Value City. Oh, we had another one with the multiverse on top. That would have been game over. Either way, on to the next. We are on the play. We have the ability to up to 2-drop. We have the ability to play Fable on the curve. I think this is a great hand. You have missed out on a couple of games, dear viewer, so if I mention stuff that didn't happen, that's because, well, like I said, you missed out on a couple of games. What is with Mono Black's new obsession with playing Duress and Pilfer? Those don't really win you games as Mono Black. Also, joke's on them, literally not trying to invoke Justice. It's just a bonus. It's actually not the point of the deck. I think we probably drop one with the multiverse and a lay down. They missed their land drop. You out here keeping a 2-lander with Duress in it. Tell me you hate control decks without telling me you hate control decks. Holy cow, man. Yeah, alright, we drop a 1 with the multiverse and a lay down arms. Play this on curve, so the next turn we can just invoke Justice back, that one with the multiverse. Probably. Wow, Phyrexian Obliterator, that's like so original, man. Who would have thought? On the plus side, we can steal their Obliterator with Portal to Phyrexia here in a second. We invoke Justice, we get back one with the multiverse, we're allowed to play Portal to Phyrexia for free. My opponent loses, we laugh. What are the odds that they just scoop here? Probably pretty high, right? Turn 5 Portal is pretty tough to come back from as mono black. We'll see, though. Oh no, and I lost 2 life and you drew a card. Thanks for the Phyrexian Obliterator, by the way. That thing's really cool. Anyways, big score, drop Sokuzan, draw 2, gain something. I'm really surprised by the Invoke Despair there. That seems like a really silly play in this exact scenario. I guess they're just really scared of the one with the multiverse. Yes, I have treasure. Touching it doesn't change that I have 2 extra mana. Hey, you like fucking laydown arms? That's great, buddy. Doing great over there. Sure would be a shame if you lost that cruelty of Gix, huh? Hey, well, they're on the 4-turn clock here. We'll see how this goes. It's their Obliterator. I don't have to do anything. I think the only thing I could possibly be scared of is if they have another Invoke Despair, but then I just get their Obliterator back on the next turn anyways. They have 7 mana, so they could technically play another Despair on curve here, but I'm still not really scared about it. Ah, Flesh Gorger. Don't I just like swing in with Obliterator here and make them sacrifice a bunch of crap? Alright, now that they didn't do that, we just lay down arms, because why not? And then I think we just Bitter Reunion here. We're hurting ourselves a lot, but this doesn't really bother me. Refilling my hand a little bit is really nice. Ooh, big score. Probably big score on their turn now. That'll be good. Now if they invoke, I can just sack Bitter Reunion instead of the Leyline Binding so they don't get back their Gix. Which is really nice. The order goes off backwards, my guy. Are they just gonna eat their own thing from the graveyard so that I don't get it? That's really funny. That's really funny. Mono Black does whatever it can to actually avoid playing the game. Pepe laugh. In case you can't tell, I'm very over Mono Black's just entire exact. Hi, Atraxa. I think we can just like naturally play Atraxa here, right? I think the only thing I'm scared of anymore is an Invoke. And even that I'm not really scared of. Say hi to Atraxa, by the way. Bonk. Get Invoke, Wedding. Actually, I think Leyline's better. Big score, Windscarred Crag. Unfortunately, I should have grabbed an untapped land, actually. I could have sacked my Bitter Reunion to be able to swing there, but I don't think that was the right play. But I could be wrong. I mean, hey, we'll find out here in about 2 seconds. Do they have removal for Atraxa, yay or nay? No, they don't. So I'm no longer scared because Atraxa will keep swinging and lifelinking for 7. Very nice, by the way. Bonk. Thanks for the life. Invoke Justice back, our one with the multiverse. We can play another one with the multiverse for... Oh, there's the scoop! Look, Mono Black, you're great, buddy, but, like, calm down a little bit, alright? You've been playing the same thing for, like... Okay. I'm tired of Mono Black because it has been a massive portion of the best of 1 meta for, like, 2 sets now, and it's just... It's the same deck, it hasn't changed. The only addition was some people start running, Phyrexian Obliterator, which, like, not gonna lie, not really a huge fan, don't think it does that much. GG's opponent nearly had me, you just didn't have the final answer. On to the next. Okay, this hand is unkeepable because we don't have red mana. This hand is very keepable because we have red mana. It just makes me very scared. I think we drop a big score here. And we just kind of pray to gods above that we draw 2 lands off the top. I guess we could probably also pray for... ninjas? I'm very confused. If we get a 3rd land, I'm feeling happy. Wedding announcement's really nice here. This is a little risk. Is this like mono blue ninjas or something? What am I watching? That's nice. I think we try... Oops. Click the wrong card. I think we try and get a counterspell out of them. We both know they're playing it. You don't hold open 2 blue mana without having a counterspell in hand, right? It could be a flash spell. It could be like a Fairy Vandal. Or a Zephyr Sentinel, I guess. We're still really praying for that extra land so we can play a big score. So they're like mono blue aggro? Weird. Mono blue flyers trying to take a page out of the potentially trying to take a page out of the book from like Explorer and Historic. Will you let me? They will. Very strange. We don't swing in because they can jump block with Mishra's Foundry, and we're not drawing a card off of it. If we're going to draw a card off, it'd be different. I still have no idea what they're playing. Right now, we're just praying for an untapped land on curve here. We did not get the untapped land, but we did get a land. And lands on curve is really good. I think we swing to draw more cards. They can block with Mishra's Foundry if they really want to, but they're at 26 life. I feel like that's a silly thing, especially because they're probably going to play Memory Deluge here, right? Ooh, hello, Leyline Binding, my baby. I think we let that resolve. If they try and ninjutsu something out in response to its attack trigger, we probably Leyline Binding the thing they pull out. Interesting. Are they just like swinging? That's fine. I think we might. I think we try and steal their land here with Leyline Binding. I mean, they can still play a counterspell. They have 2 open mana. But, like, trying to steal away their land here will be really nice. Not, like, literally steal their land, but, like... Oh, right, it's non-land. Oh, well, we saved 2 life. You know, reading the card explains the card, dear viewer, and I should do that more often. I mean, Leyline Binding is still a good play there, don't get me wrong. It probably gets out some form of response from them. Yeah, this doesn't scare me as an ninjutsu card. You may draw a card. Ah, and single card, and they have bounced that back to their hand, and they have 1 open mana. I'm not exactly scared. Do I think they run? Nah, what are the odds? Okay, okay, on this next turn we get the Chaotic Transformation and potentially win off of that. We'll find out what happens next time on Dragon Ball Z. Under copyright? That might be under copyright. I don't know. That joke still stays, though. I mean, if you swing, I block it, because this is a trade that's in my favor. What are they playing that is like... Okay, they very clearly don't have very much. I think we try and play Chaotic Transformation here. I really think we try and play Chaotic Transformation here. Or we just straight up play... I think we go with the fun play. I think we go for the fun play. Here. Oh, my opponent just scoops to the transformation. Bye. Have a great time. I don't know why they scooped. Like, at best, I would get a Moon Circuit hacker out of them. Just because I was getting a Traxa doesn't mean I was gonna... Oh, I see. I get it now. Chi-Chi's a phone, and on to the next. What are the odds we draw our 3rd land? They're good, right? I keep this. We're fighting an Elder Dragon. We're probably going to lose. Elder Dragons are really scary. Have you seen Arcades? I put out a video on him recently. Haha, look at that soft promotion. Alright, big score. Big score was pretty lucky. Sorry, Bitter Reunion was pretty lucky. We don't need 2 wedding announcements. Okay. Tapped lands, it's whatever. We still hit a 2-drop with Laydown Arms. That's the important part here. We play this because we want access to more planes, like actually planes for Laydown Arms, because they could be playing Gruul aggro. And Gruul aggro is something that you really want to take care of with like Laydown Arms, because that way they get exiled and they can't recursive anything. Because Gruul is taken to like slotting in like a single Portal to Phyrexia for late game for some reason. Tolivar? Yeah, this could be a Tolivar play. Cemetery Prowler, huh? Sure, buddy. Yeah, you take that card. I've really started liking Cemetery Prowler. Very interesting. Well, he's dead now, but he was dead before. Alright, so we got like 2 options on this next turn. We might just big score away the Portal to Phyrexia or something. We should probably big score away something not Portal to Phyrexia related, so we can maybe play Portal to Phyrexia on curve. Why are they staring at my lands? Do they not know that the Tri-lands have planes listed on them as a land type? That could be what it is. It could be like, how did that kill my creature? Packsong Pup, interesting. Alright, we might actually. Yeah, I think we big score throwing away one of our portals now. So that we can maybe play Portal on curve here. What on earth is my opponent doing that they're not playing any creatures pre-main phase with a Packsong Pup on board? We do this because we can use 1 treasure. They have removal spells. We're doing this because we're doing it this way, playing this one because we might get out a removal spell for our little 1/1. That giant pause on instep there gives away that they're playing a removal spell of some sort. Probably could be a play with fire, could be something to go face like that. But yeah, we played it like that as well because we have 2 treasures open, which means we can big score away like a plains here, and we're technically 1 treasure positive in the long run. We're hitting a lot of lands here. Olivar's Huntmaster, egads. Alright, so when we play big score on curve here, let's do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't actually have to big score here. I think I will, dropping the Rafine's Tower. We don't care. I think we will, because technically speaking it still works out, but I also want to like just see more of what I can get to. Okay, yeah, so we can do like this, because when it dies they gain life, which is like a little sketchy. And now we just straight up play Portal to Phyrexia, and we might be able to sneak away a Tolivar's Huntmaster here. So we might get our own Huntmaster plus 2 Bork Boys. If they don't find a way to exile it or get it back in this next turn, I will steal it with my Portal to Phyrexia and make my monster grow! Well, my board state, not my monster. I'm not Rita Repulsa. This is the point in time I'm going to say, if you got that Rita Repulsa reference, leave a comment down below. It helps me out and the algorithm and the video. YouTube's slowly exploding anyways, because we got a new CEO who pushes NFTs, which is fucking terrifying. But hey, man, what are you going to do? There's not much competition out here. I do still stream over on the Twitches, twitch.tv/feltcrowd0955. We just hard play this, because now they can never tap Howlpack Piper for anything.
I think this will be a quick one. You're coming with me.
I think we swing both to draw. Invoke Justice. We could get back another Portal to Phyrexia if they try and play out a board state. Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no. Because this is just return target permanent, but they laugh. I don't know why they're staring at my Bitter Reunion. Yes, I could have activated it, but that wasn't lethal, so why do I care, right? We might, depending on how much I get going for me on this next turn, this might be a Invoke Justice, bring back... Okay, yeah, this is Invoke... I think I have lethal here. Hang on, let's do some math really quick. Sure, why not? 2, 3, 4... So let's do some math. 3, 6, 9, 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. So we win if we do this.
Show them the edge
That's
of your
lethal.
blade.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, that was my thought process in the back of my head, was do we need Bitter Reunion for lethal? And we did. We absolutely did. The Everbrook Caretaker was a... oops, wrong thing. Everbrook Caretaker was a great choice on their part. The hexproof does get around, like Wandering Emperor, or sorry, Eternal Wanderer, and Wandering Emperor, technically. But you know what it doesn't get around? Portal to Phyrexia. GG's opponent, your werewolf deck tried, but Portal exists. On to the next. We are on the draw. We have a solid turn 3 play. I think we keep it, but it's sketchy. Especially into what appears to be mono black. This is a very sketchy keep into mono black. They could run me, oh, it's Orzhov, never mind. Interesting. We do have a pretty solid play here once we get our Fables out. We get our Fable out in 1 turn. Scroll's Hive's a little scary here because we're going to start getting lifelink and making a bunch of tiny little boyos. But all we really need to... Actually, to be fair, we can actually... If they don't... math's hard. If they don't kill my token... My little... You're a shitlord opponent. I'm mad at you. If they didn't kill my token, I could have gotten out Portal on curve there. By using Invoke Justice. Now they can save one of their things here from my Portal to Phyrexia. Man, you're a rude opponent. On the plus side, that means that they only get to keep one thing around, probably. Alright, Exile Saga, return it to the battlefield transformed, dump both 1 and Portal. We could invoke Justice back. We could have done this a handful of ways, honestly. But we now have a 6/6. They drop 3 creatures here. That's fine, I guess. We get to steal back their duelist soon, TM. We probably get to play Fable on curve here. Crawling Course literally doesn't scare me. I have a 6/6. Thanks for the creature. Have another thing. Now we do this. Lay down arms the Crawling Chorus. No attacks. We vibe. This might be a... Oh, they conceded. I was going to say this might be an unironic we let them kill themselves with Skrelv's Hive game, but I guess they were just over it. GG's, I guess. Well, that was the Chaotic Transformation deck. It went pretty well. We went like 5-3, but 2 of those losses where I didn't hit red mana on curve, and I made a mistake in my opening hand. Those didn't get included because they were just embarrassing little flub-ups. I play a lot of best-of-1 games really, really fast to try and get good gameplay showcasing the decks. I don't always play my best as a result. I apologize, dear viewer. But you saw the deck in action. I think that last game against the Skrelv's Hive combo deck really showcased how this deck can just like start shutting down board states and just like grind it to a halt if you are able to get back Portal to Phyrexia on like the 5-drop or the 4-drop even. But yeah, this deck's pretty strong. It plays in some weird stuff in the queue. I've run into some decks that I haven't ever run into before playing this deck. I think the queue doesn't like... Maybe it's just like when I'm playing or like where I'm ranked, because I'm like just at the top end of Platinum. And we're like halfway through the month, so I think it's a little bit weird maybe. But the deck plays against some weird stuff. If you play against some weird stuff, let me know down in the comments. This deck list will be in the description. Feel free to edit it however you like. That's what I do when I find decks I like. This is like an edited version of someone else's Chaotic Transformation deck. That works best for me. You know, edit it as you want to, dear viewer. Anyway, thanks for liking. Yeah, thank you for liking, because we both know you liked the video, right? Right. And thank you for subbing as well, because we both know you subbed, right? Either way, thanks for hanging and watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one.